and welcome to What's Your Take? Critiquing movies and television podcast. Whether it's drama, comedy, action, etc., we're here to discuss. I'm your host, Sarah Rosina. And Sean Blackshear. He's our co-host today. We're going to work on that intro outro real soon, we promise.
I love it.
Yes, Sean has recently come and to join me on this show, and I'm excited about it.
Yep.
And so we're working out those kinks. Wanted to say hi to you guys out there. Welcome to another exciting episode of What's Your Take? Critiquing movies and television podcast. Really quick, we had plans to go live on YouTube, but we're going to push that till next week. Stay with us, but go ahead and subscribe to that channel, okay? So you can get those notifications when we do go live, right?
That's right.
All right. So I'm excited. Tonight, we're going to talk about Mulan.
Yeah.
Yes, the animated versus the live adaptation.
That's right.
Which Disney seems to be doing a lot of these days. Yes.
Why not make more money?
Yeah, hey, yeah. I mean, why not? Why not?
Yeah, did really well. Why not make more money?
Yeah. And thanks to everyone for joining us tonight. Thank you so much.
So speaking of joining us,
yes.
Don't you have somebody special that joined us?
We do. But just for those, I don't know who in the world would not know what Mulan is or hasn't seen it. If you haven't seen it, you should just slap yourself right now. No. No, but really. Okay, so just a real quick snippet. Synopsis, if you will. Mulan animated version came out in 1998. Okay, I'm not going to tell how old I was. But anyway, so it's basically about a young Chinese maiden. She disguises herself as a male warrior in order to save her father.
Her
Faja.
That's right.
All right. So with that, we do have a guest joining us tonight. We're trying on a different hat tonight with the call-in, okay? And so we're going to be doing more of this going forward. And
we want to hear from you.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
So we'll just do a night where we just kind of open it up, put the number out there, and
and we find out what's their take.
Yes, I love it, because that's what we're doing here. What's your take,
that's
right?
That's right. Love it.
All right, awesome.
Cool.
So, drum roll, please. Our special guest tonight is my good. Oh, okay. I love it.
That beats mine.
Yeah. Well, our special guest tonight is she's actually family to me. One of my sisters through marriage, from my sister's marriage. My brother-in-law, his sister, not me. Okay. So it's my brother-in-law's sister. Yeah, it's not that hard.
Remove that.
Yeah.
Okay,
No second remove, none of that.
All right.
Yeah. So.
Creative liberties.
Yes. Gotta love them. But her name is Trinice Bowles. This is how the night's gonna go.
I love it.
Trinice Bowles. That is her name.
Yes.
And so she is actually in the wings waiting online, and she's gonna introduce herself over the phone.
Yes.
So we'll start with that introduction. Hey, Troncy. I call her Troncy. Hey there. Hey.
Hi. How are we doing tonight?
Great.
Well, all right.
You gotta say it like she said.
That's right.
We haven't even started yet, and y'all already playing it.
That's what we do. That's
right.
how What's Your Take rolls.
That's right. It's a good time.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
So yes, tell us a little bit about Trinice.
Well, I am a mother of one. I am the third child of four. I guess you can say I'm a photographer / video maker. My business name is Agape Timeless Studios. So if you want little movies made about family, birthdays, anniversaries, you name it. You can actually look me up by my name, which is Trinice Bowles on Facebook. And if you have a request that's need to be made, just let me know and I'll work with you.
So
I love to. Oh, go ahead.
So you're saying for all our entrepreneurs out there that you can make little snippet commercials?
Yeah, that's what she said.
Yes, little snippet commercials or
just
little videos, whatever you need. I can do the best I can. Well, not do the best I can. I can look for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, I love it too.
Yeah, cool.
Okay. So we're actually going to take a little bit of that expertise of Trinice's and apply it to our film tonight. I'm excited about it. So remember that. Keep that in mind, audience. She is a photographer and makes videos. Videos.
So speaking of videos, I'm gonna call you Chauncey. Is that cool with you?
No, that's my name for her.
Fine, Trinice. I'm gonna call you T. So T, tell us what's your favorite genre in the movie world?
My favorite genre in the movie world would have to be, I guess you could say, drama, or I guess you could say, crime and gangster.
Ooh.
If that's what you want to call it.
Yeah.
I'm all about the action, fight scenes. I'm in it. That's what I'm all about. I love a little comedy every now and again, but I'm all about the action and the drama.
Okay, and sometimes gangster movies have both action and drama.
I mean, yeah, Goodfellas.
Most of the time.
Oh, yeah, Goodfellas.
All the Godfathers.
Oh, hey. Well, there you go. There you go.
I love it. So
I love it.
What's your favorite?
My favorite, well, my all-time favorite, I will tell you, is it's a comedy. It's Baby Kids.
Of course.
So, don't hate on that.
But I'm sorry. Or question.
Smells like hate.
So the question is, why?
Oh, go ahead.
T, I got you back. So, Baby's Kids got all the genres mixed in one.
Okay.
There's action. There's drama. I mean, kids got left at a theme park.
Okay.
There's clearly comedy in there.
Well, Tone Loc is in there.
There is. But I'm sorry, Jenny. What you say?
I was gonna say more of a memory. That's like one of the first movies I remember watching with my brothers and my sisters and my cousins.
Okay.
That's something like, I mean, if you can honestly think about it, I feel like it's like every Friday night or Saturday night, we was all together in one room with some popcorn and our blankets and pillows, watching Baby Kids. And of course, it's that old saying that the baby would say, "We don't die, we multiply."
Yes. Okay, so it's a special memory for you, dear to your heart.
Yeah.
Well, fine.
Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. That makes a little bit more sense. I got you.
I love it.
All right, so we're gonna move on in. So tell us, what is your favorite genre of movies?
She said.
Well, genre, it would be I apologize. It would be action.
Oh, just action. Okay.
Yeah,
Just action.
I love action. But I love all, I love romance,
I'm
science
like that
fiction.
too. But if you have to put me in a movie, like pick a particular film that I could watch all day, then yeah, it's got to be action.
Oh, okay. See, mine would be comedy because I just especially the slapstick stuff. I'm in there. I'm in for it.
Mine would actually be a musical.
Oh, or that. Yeah.
A
musical comedy.
A funny musical.
Yeah, that would be it. That would be it.
There you go.
Okay. I love it. Okay, so Sean.
Yes, I am.
We're gonna roll on into Mulan.
Yes.
Let's start with. So we are comparing the animated version to the live adaptation. So be clear to the audience. So let's. I feel like we're gonna talk a lot more about the live adaptation. At least that's where I was at in my notes. I think we're on the same page.
Yep.
But so Sean, let's talk about the director.
Let's talk about the director. So the director of our live one was Nikki Caro. Or Cairo, where I'm from.
Cairo?
The
Syrup?
tomato. So she's only made one movie that I've even recognized, which is the Zookeeper's Wife.
Oh, I didn't even know that one.
No, I just knew the name.
I didn't know that.
Oh, okay.
I just saw the name somewhere. So,
okay. Okay.
Yeah. But one of the producers.
Oh,
me and him are friends.
Are you in real life?
We go way back.
Okay.
Go way back.
You've met him in person.
Well, I feel like I
Oh,
have.
okay. I was just like, okay, you didn't tell me this. We got an in and you didn't tell me. No.
That's right.
Okay.
Name is Chris Bender.
Oh, Bender.
Bender. Yes.
Not Bender like the that musician.
That's right. No,
instruments.
That's right.
Oh, okay.
But he made some of the movies I grew up on. The classics, While I Am the Man I Am Today, American Pie.
Careful. Oh, okay. That's not too far back. We can do American Pie. I didn't want you to tell all your age.
American Pie 2.
Oh my goodness. Okay, yes.
American Wedding.
Yes.
And then, he matured a little
All
bit.
the Americans.
And tried to do a different, different style of movie. So he made The Hangover.
Oh, I love The Hangover.
1, 2, and 3.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I love this guy.
Hilarious. Those are hilarious movies.
What'd you say?
I saw all from films.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He even tried some horror with Final Destination.
Okay.
Are they still going on Final Destination?
I don't know. I'm going to have to look it up. Were there like 10?
How many creative accidents?
Oh, my God. I know, right?
My goodness.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
But more about Nikki.
Mm-hmm.
I said now Nikki. That's the St. Louis thing. There you go. So she's from New Zealand.
Yep.
So just so the audience knows, this is why we are not too familiar with some of her work when we looked her up. But one thing I did notice, a pattern to her, with Mulan, she also directed this movie called North Country with Charlize Theron, which I absolutely love. She's a great actress. And a movie called Whale Rider. Okay? So what I've noticed is she likes strong female heroine roles. Yes. I was like, okay. I see you out here. Yeah, so I did pick that up.
The closer we
and
get
dropped
to
it
Wonder
off.
Woman.
Yeah. Oh, yes! You guys wait. When Wonder Woman comes out, I'm all over it. Yes, I don't know if you guys know, I love Wonder Woman. She's my favorite character. And I've been a fan since the original TV show. Yeah, I watched it. It was old. With Linda Carter. Linda Carter, yes. That's how I started watching it. When it used to come on FX. Wonder Woman! With the bracelets and the jumps. Yeah, it was great. So that's when I became a fan. I actually have it at home on DVD. There's 3 seasons. Yes, I have it. And so I was so excited when Gal Gadot took on the role for the movie. I was like, yes, finally. So we're getting off track. But, sorry, I'll get wrapped up in that. But anyway, so I love the strong heroine roles.
Yes.
I really do. Females, yes. I love that.
That's right.
So,
that's right.
yeah, I noticed that pattern with her.
Yep.
Okay.
Any actors that stood out to you?
Actors. So bear with this, audience. There was a full Asian cast in the movie, and some of these names are a little hard for me to pronounce, but I'm going to try my best.
Good.
Give it my best shot.
That's right. That's all we can do.
Yes. So let's start with the main actress, Mulan herself. Okay. So, Yafei Liu. Okay.
Hey,
yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell you you're wrong.
If she watches it later, I'm sorry.
That's right. That's right.
Chinese American actress. Okay, so pretty much from what I understand, this was her first American-made film. She's a popular actress in China.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes, so we'll start with her. I mean, there's really a nice little list here. Now, a couple people, a lot of us know. And I think you know who those people are. And I'm going to let you tell them who they are.
A lot of us know who.
Of the actors.
In this one?
Yes, that stood out, that we know. That, we know.
No, I don't know.
We know? You don't know? Jet Li?
Who you know? Jet Li.
Yes!
Jet Li wasn't in this.
Yes, he was. He was the emperor.
That was Jet Li.
Yes, it was. Oh, my gosh. Do I got to pull up IMDb for you? Okay, so even with that, he was a bit unrecognizable until he started talking. And I was like,
you don't watch Jet Li movies for him to talk.
I know. But I was like, I know this voice. Why do I know this voice? And I looked it up. That was Jet Li.
Fun fact.
And of course we know Jet Li, the one hero, and one of my all-time favorites, Romeo Must Die, with the late Aaliyah. Yes, I loved it. She's special to my heart because she passed away. Hey. That's not fair.
I love it.
It was a great soundtrack.
It was a great
soundtrack. But we all know who Jet Li is. Lethal Weapon 4. I mean, I could go on. Expendables 1, 2, and 3. The Forbidden Kingdom. And then this guy's been around for years. He used to do those old kung fu movies back in the day in the 90s. Yeah. So, yeah, Jet Li's in it.
I am mad at myself because he was one of my favorites.
Yes, Jet Li. Yes. So he's in the new movie. Not to confuse y'all, not the cartoon. Yes. All right. And the other one is Jason Scott Lee. Now, Jason Scott Lee is most known for playing Dragon, the Bruce Lee story. So he played Bruce Lee when they did that biopic film on him. It came out in 93.
Yeah, I remember that movie.
Yeah. So he was Bruce Lee. He was also in Back to the Future 2. I don't remember him in that. But I also remember him in Rudyard Kipling's The Jungle Book. Now, you know The Jungle Book has been done so many times, and they're still doing it. Right. The 1994 version. Yeah, we'll just leave it there. And he was in Balls of Fury. I love Balls of
I
Fury.
do too.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, you're the other one.
Yeah. It's just us.
That's right.
Okay.
Clearly.
Yeah. So, Trinice, we haven't forgot about you. We're just kind of going through, the actors or whatnot. All right. So, any actors you wanted to talk about from the film? Oh, I'm sorry. So everybody knows, Jason Scott Lee is pretty much the protagonist.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, his name is Bori Khan. Bori, yeah. I think I said that right.
Never knew he had a first name.
Yeah, it was like in the Jungle Book.
That's right.
Yeah, that's his name though, Bori Khan. So he's definitely the protagonist.
That's right. Cool.
Right.
So yeah, I'm mad at myself. I'm really going to go back and see if it's Jet Li.
I can't believe you.
I can't believe me either.
It's disappointing.
Oh my goodness! I'm saying.
Yeah. So our movie, which one would you? I'll just talk about the cartoon first.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. It was a phenomenal movie. It had all the great makings of a comedy. Eddie Murphy was there.
Oh my gosh, he was hilarious. I had forgot how funny he was in that movie.
Yeah.
Because I hadn't seen it in years.
I'll go find Jet Li. You go find Eddie Murphy.
No, I'm not saying I didn't know he was in the movie.
I know how funny he was. It's Eddie Murphy.
Well, from when I first watched it, I think when it came out, I was a kid, and so I recently rewatched it, of course, for the podcast, and I didn't remember how humorous he was.
You know Eddie Murphy was a kid.
Yeah, I don't know. Where have you seen my childhood? No, okay.
So, you had that in there. You had a great storyline, heroine.
Yes. Mighty Warrior.
That's right. It was a good time.
Yeah.
And there was a golden dragon. It was a great movie.
Yeah, a little dragon and a little bug, a little purple bug. Yeah.
Oh my God,
it was cute.
Really enjoyed that.
It was a cute bug.
And he had to throw the Disney in there, which is songs that
memorable
I
songs.
Listen to today.
Yeah,
with my children. Not by
I listen to them by myself
in the car.
So there's nothing
on the way here.
Yes, right. Yeah, somebody's on there saying online. Yes, Eddie Murphy made our childhood funny. Yes, he did.
Thank you.
Coming to America.
See?
Yes.
See?
We don't want to get off track, so I won't go into that.
Fine.
But we all love Eddie Murphy.
Gotta love
old
Eddie.
school Eddie Murphy.
That's
He was
right.
the bomb. He was the bomb.
That's right.
So.
Yep. So, Shanice, what did you think about the cartoon? Well, let me just ask you a loaded question. The cartoon or the live? Which one was your take?
Already?
Oh yeah.
Okay, actually,
Rip the
I
Band-Aid
don't think
off.
I can actually give you an answer for that. Mainly because the Mulan, the cartoon, that was more, as you were saying, it was more comedy and it was more family oriented. Now, this one that they came out with this year, it is family oriented, but it's a little darker, if I can explain that. Because in the action film, in this one, in the cartoon, they was fighting an army. That much is true, yes. In this one, yes, you're fighting it. In the live action, yes, they are fighting an army, but now you're also dealing with what is considered a witch. So I guess in this one, as I say, in the cartoon, it's more funny, a little lighthearted, and like I said, family oriented. In this one, it's more as like, you probably might need to wait until like 5 or 6 or 7, and when they have a little better understanding as to in this one to watch it. But if you had to ask me on which one I would prefer, I probably would say go ahead, go with the live action. I actually like that one a little bit better.
Whoa, hold on there, buddy.
Fine.
This is what's your take. So, okay, so some of what your niece was saying I can identify with. So this is what I've gotten from these two films when we've merged them together. So, okay, so I it's really what you were saying, Trinice. So for the cartoon, I believe that there's times and seasons of things, and just in life, naturally and spiritually. And so with that, every movie, TV show, whatever is made for that time. Okay, so back in '98, we had this lovely Disney animated film, and that's the thing we got to remember with the animations, which we're already seeing. You're gonna get that light, kid-friendly film. Gonna have the music in there, those like Little Mermaid, Aladdin, Prince Ali, those memorable songs, And the live adaptation seemed like it was more, like she was saying, for an older crowd to me. It really wasn't for the little bitty kids. I wasn't really gathering that.
Yeah.
But there were a few things in there that I liked that they did similarly as far as the music. I don't know if you guys picked this up. So let me throw one thing at you.
Throw two.
I'm so weak. So that song, Honor to Us All. She'll bring honors to us all. Remember that song in the cartoon? So if you were paying attention in the live adaptation, there's a scene where she's actually getting ready for the matchmaker. And the music is playing in the background instrumentally. It's the interminstrel version. Okay, so they threw that in there. But it's instrumental. So you knew the song, and it was for the scene.
It's a Disney. I'm not here for a score. You give me something I can sing with.
And they had the scoring of the Reflection song. Did you hear that? Did you hear it?
Yes, I did.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
I heard it.
So those were the freedom of liberties that the director
nothing
took.
about making a man out of me.
I know. I love that song.
That's
But
right.
he spoke those words. I'm going to make a man out of you. He did. I'm going to make a man out of y'all. Yes, he said it. He said it. He said it.
If you noticed in the film, in the live action where they were gathered, this is a spoiler, you guys. Sorry. In the live action film where they were centered around eating and talking about what they actually look forward to in a woman. If you remember in the song where they was marching to go to battle, instead of them singing about it, they were actually speaking about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I really caught that in me. I said, wait a minute. They were singing this. What happened to the singing? I want to sing it.
Yes, I know, Trinice.
What is Disney?
I know what you're saying.
Disney don't talk.
Disney
Thank you.
The Disney cartoons are different, Sean. We're trying to explain that to you. No, okay, so really, on the serious side. So I feel like this is what the problem is. All of us, we grew. No, I'm just saying. All of us, millennials, we grew up on all these lovable Disney films, and so they're like, oh, okay, now we're gonna remake them, into live adaptations, and we have this expectancy that it's gonna mirror the animated film. And when they don't do that, we're like, no, what the heck did y'all do to my movie?
Y'all got going on?
I get it. I understand. Right. So our mental can't handle this. We're like, no. I feel like that if this new Mulan, if we had never seen that cartoon, I feel like this movie was great. If we had never seen the cartoon, come on with it. The visuals, the fighting, come on.
It
was comedy.
You was about to say something. What were you about to say?
I was gonna say I agree with what Sarah was saying when she was saying, because I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw the film, I was expecting it. I mean, word for word, scene for scene. I was actually expecting the music to be sung. I'm looking for all of it.
That's right. That's right.
But what I noticed and this is where I guess, as Sarah was saying, where I come in in the cinematography. In the very first scene of the film, I don't know if you guys remember, when I think I'm gonna butcher it.
Go ahead with
it. Is it Bohan?
Who that is?
The enemy. How you say his name again? Is it Bohan Khan? I forgot how you say it.
Oh yeah, go with it. Yeah, that works. Bohan Khan.
In the scene, there we go. In the scene where you see him immediately walking up onto the castle. You see how it immediately went from, a straight picture to 180 degrees. I immediately knew right then and there, like, okay, you know what? This is not the Mulan we were expecting. I'm looking at a whole different Mulan here. And the cinematographer of this film, her name is Mandy Walker.
Okay.
I actually kind of when I watched it, I kind of looked up her articles just to see if they had comments about this. And that's immediately what they were shooting for. Like, they were shooting for us, for our demographics, Sarah and Sean, but they were also trying to not only honor the cartoon, but they were also trying to separate it at the same time. They were trying to let us know, like, listen, we understand you guys want Mulan, but we're going to give you a different taste of Mulan here. Yes. And in my opinion, that's why I stated I would actually go with the live action film. I'll let my daughter keep the cartoon.
That was a lot of big words. And
I understand what you were saying, Trinice.
Let me tell you what the problem is around here. So if this movie had been called anything other than Mulan, I would have said this was the best action movie of all time.
Okay, so you did. Okay.
Oh, it was great.
Yeah, it was great. As soon as it came on with the music and everything, I was like,
well, I remember the little girl jumping on top of a building. Right?
Yeah, did that thing with the stick.
I'm a huge crouching tiger, hidden dragon.
Crouching tiger, hidden dragon.
It reminded me of it. I'm like, this is awesome. This is where's Mushu? Right, I'm watching.
Okay,
if
I feel that.
If it was called anything other than Mulan, I'd been right with you guys. Right with you.
Okay, we feel it.
Okay, so that's one problem. The other problem is this has stopped me from seeing Black Widow. Mm-hmm. So let me tell you something. So you go to the pool, you dip your toe, right? You want to see if the cold enough in there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Disney was dipping the toe in the water to see if they can release movies on Plus. And they still make the monies.
Yeah, they were.
They didn't make the monies. It didn't make the money. Now, had this been a Latin live action, where they still dun 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 dun. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay. Where they still, getting to us millennials.
Yeah.
They got the monies now.
Yeah, we do have the money.
We got the money.
I see you.
See?
I mean, I just want to applaud the director though. She took a break. It was brave for her to make these changes. Mm-hmm. Now, before we go too far, and this is why I'm saying that. So I don't know if a lot of you know, but Mulan is actually based on. It's a Chinese folklore called the Ballad of Mulan. Mm-hmm. Okay, so according to the legend, Mulan takes her aged father's place in the conscription for the army by disguising herself as a man, which that's what's happening. Mm-hmm. After prolonged and distinguished military service against enemies beyond the northern frontier, Mulan, yada yada, is honored by the emperor but declines a position of high office, which we see, and she retires to her hometown. So from this perspective, I mean, it was a much drawn out time that she was in the military, because of course, it's a movie, they had to, snapshot it. But yes, so, they made it a cartoon, but this those eyebrows. This live adaptation, I think it was a way for them to bring out more of that Ballad of Mulan, the history behind the film. Yeah, behind. How they do behind the camera. Behind. Yeah, okay. That part.
I wonder if you put the sales to the book, to the cartoon, which one?
Well,
given right now, probably the cartoon will probably win right now because not everybody is willing to pay a lot of money for Disney Plus so they can check out the film.
that.
So they're willing to wait until I believe sometime in December to see it. But I believe that once everybody gets a chance to see it,
it comes out December.
What comes out?
It comes out December at the theaters. It was just early access. Well, you got to pay to go to the movies.
Oh, it comes out to the. Why would you go to the movies after you already seen it?
Well, everybody didn't pay $30.
Like us.
I feel real judged right now.
No, there's no judgment. There's all appreciation and gratitude. No, no, but but you know what? I was one of those ones when we were hearing about them doing the live adaptation of Mulan, and then someone was like, "They're not going to have the music." No, what do you mean they're not going to have the music? Let's get down to business. We're not going to have that song, Mr. I'll Make a Man Out of You.
That's right.
No.
The problem is,
yeah.
Where's Christina Aguilera?
Yeah, where is Christina Aguilera? Hey, Christina Aguilera though, she was still in the film though. She had she's got a new song. Trinice, we know about it.
What?
Yes, it's great. You got to listen to it. Got to listen to the soundtrack, man.
Okay.
And she redid Reflection as well. And then there's a Chinese version of Reflection. It's on the soundtrack. You guys should check that out.
You should.
Yeah.
You should.
But this new song she's done, it's great.
Okay.
What's it called, Trinice? Love, Trust?
Loyal, brave, and true.
I was totally off. All right.
What's your my song?
I'm sorry. It's a beautiful song, though.
Is it?
It's real empowering.
I'll listen to that.
Yeah.
It is.
Okay, so we'll agree to disagree about that. But
as long as you don't say Mulan, I'm with you. I'm totally with you. Totally
okay.
with you. All right.
So So I want to bring out a few things that I've picked up from the film.
Mm-hmm.
A few things that were said.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. One thing I could appreciate about the live adaptation was I felt like this film was very prophetic in the sense I gathered a lot of things from it, I'll say. Now, I did see a few things in the cartoon. That's why I said I think it's made for the time.
Mm-hmm.
This is the season of women, if you didn't know.
Oh, I knew.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah. We're doing great things.
Captain
I mean,
Marvel kinda,
look at me, I'm here. But I'm just saying, really, women all around are doing Trudy's. Yeah,
Yep,
we're doing some great things. So
Mm-hmm.
I think it was perfected for this time for when it came out
Okay.
or whatnot.
I can see that.
So, some symbolisms, if you will. So,
Symbol what now?
symbolisms.
Okay.
But so Mulan's father, okay. So we really got to hone in on the gift that Mulan had.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they call it the chi. The chi.
Mhm.
And so
Hide your chi.
right, do not hide your chi.
That's right.
And so we're silly. So we find out, midway through the film that everyone is born with the chi,
Mm-hmm.
but not everyone applies the chi
Mm.
or is successful in the chi. So I thought of the scripture, many are called, few are chosen.
Ooh.
Yes, I was like, yes, it's in the
What?
movie.
Look at
It's in the
that.
movie.
Okay.
And
Jesus
so,
is everywhere. I love
yes,
it. There you
yes.
go. I love
and
it.
so, we see, of course, Mulan as a little girl, and we see her, going on the roof and doing this special stuff with the stick. I was like, oh, dang, she tight,
You
okay.
was, you was.
And so she was just so free and happy. And then her father pretty much was like, you got to hide your gift. You got to silence its voice
You just too happy.
because you're about to become a young woman. Because at that time frame, men could, have that gift and show it, but women, no.
Mm-mm.
Absolutely not.
tripping.
And see, this is what I'm talking about. See, I'm finna go there.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm just gonna talk about, the body of Christ just for a little bit. And so, just scripture, just a little bit.
Mhm.
And so one thing that's been misconstrued is that women can't have gifts like men can in the church,
Mhm.
And so that's not right.
I don't think so.
I don't think, we serve a God that would give me a gift and tell me to just, nope, shut it down.
That's right.
Just shut it
You
down.
sit over
You can't. You're right. Just sit in
You
the corner.
hold that word.
Nobody
to
puts baby in the
yourself.
corner.
That's right.
Like, I don't think that's the case.
Yeah.
So if we have a gift and you have a gift, we should be both using a gift. Now, of course, we got to submit the gift.
That's right.
But we should be able to use it. There's a way. You got to follow. But so I gathered that from the film. I was like, oh my gosh, here she goes. She has this gift, and it's been silenced. But the world needed that gift that we were going to come to find out. So she had to go to some extreme measures for that gift to, come
Let it
out.
go. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
She had to do what she had to do,
Yeah.
which I loved her
Yeah,
for.
to be disciplined.
Yes. So her dad was basically like, men, they brought honor to the family as warriors and fighters. Women brought honor to the family as being wives. I was like, okay, that's okay.
Got to be.
This is very vaguely similar to the last movie we talked about, or Nola Hughes.
Nola?
Mm.
It was the time.
It was the time.
Same time frame. Different
Yeah,
size
but
of
it's still time now. It's still now. Look, wake up, people. Wake up. So I definitely got that point from there. I don't know if anybody's saying anything on live. I'm trying to see what's going on. All right, we're sharing here. Yes, so that was one thing. Trinice, did you have anything you wanted to weigh in on that? Did you see that at all?
But like you were saying, it was discipline. Like you said, she had the gift. Like we all have gifts, but I guess from a spiritual standpoint, we can't use these gifts recklessly.
Yeah.
And in this situation with Mulan, she had the gift, and I guess you could say she was trained for it, but then she had to stop for a while. But then when she got to the point to where she had to go to the army and train, that was a form of discipline. So, like, if you remember in the scene where she was battling her, I guess you could say, her comrade, and you could tell like she was getting kind of angry. To where she was like, okay, you know what? Now I'm gonna break out these moves, and I'm gonna show you what I'm about here.
Yeah.
And she got to the point to where she realized, like, whoa, I'm taking this too far.
Yeah.
And she had to walk away.
Yes.
Until the general principal said, you have this gift, use it. Basically, what he was saying is, you have the gift, but use it wisely.
Right.
And just by her recognizing, okay, I do have this gift, and I'm maybe taking it a little bit too far. And by her commander, the general, giving her just that few words, I guess you could say, she honed it. She toned it in. So, and even though she had the gift, she had to be disciplined and learned how and when the proper time to use it.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that.
So that's what I took from it. Like, you know, because if you notice in the cartoon, Mulan had to be trained on everything.
Right.
Yeah.
She had to be trained
Right.
on
Right.
everything.
Yeah, she did.
But
Yeah.
in the movie, Dad was training her early. And then, of course, you know, she had to stop for a while. But then when it was like, okay, in order for me to protect my father, you know, I had to do what I had to do. She had the knowledge, but she didn't know how to do it. You know, put it like how Pops would teach us, Sarah and Sean.
Who's this
you know,
Pops we're talking about?
I'm sorry,
Who's
John.
Oh, Pastor John Dillon. Look at that. You're on the air. You said your name on the airwaves.
You know,
He's Alpha Productions. He's putting on this production.
Yeah. Yeah. He helped us figure out what our gifts were, and he taught us how to use them, not only spiritually, but he taught us how to use them respectfully as well.
Okay.
And that's what she has to do.
Okay. So, thank you for that, Trinice. There's unless you have something, but I wanted to comment on something real quick. Sean's just taking it in. So in the film we have so we got Bori Khan, and then they're calling this lady a witch on his side, right?
Yep.
And so pretty much this witch lady is somebody that was actually like Mulan at one point, where she had this powerful gift, but she had to silence it, and she just couldn't take it. So it ended up getting out of control, and then it went dark for her. Like a fallen angel, you know. And so, I don't know why I said it like that. Anyway, you know, and so I thought it was so powerful how they had, like, it was like she was coming to face to face when she met Mulan with her old self. Like maybe if she had made different decisions, you know what I'm saying? Maybe if she had the right support system, I don't know. You know, because even with Mulan, I think she had a good support system with her dad, because if y'all remember after that roof scene and she came down and she posed, you know, like he kind of had a little grin on his face. But then once everybody around him started tripping, he had to remember, like, oh my gosh, I can't. Yeah, you can't do that. Yeah, you're right. You can't do that, daughter. Look, you can't do that. They not going for it. You know, right? Just hold on. Just hold up. Just hold up. You know. So you know. So I think that kind of helped her. You know.
It did.
Yeah.
And so your you know, as you speak about that, you know, I was looking at the, you know, how her gifts and the witch tried to take her to the dark side with the gifts.
Yeah,
you know
she did.
I mean? And there's a lot of that in the world, right?
Side.
It's a lot of that in the world now, right?
Yeah,
You're good at something, you use it, you know, for the wrong, not God's will, but something
else.
the
wrong reason.
Yeah, and she definitely tried. Now that was one piece I applaud. And can't do.
Yeah.
And this person's right here like, hey, eat this apple. You know?
Right.
She's like, no, I'm gonna stay on this good course. You know?
Right,
so
right.
I did applaud her for that. That was awesome.
Yes. Well, one thing that the witch lady said to Mulan, when they were you know, in that battle scene, and then they ended up being one-on-one, and she was like, who are you? And Mulan told her, you know, this fake name, and I'm this person. And she was like, no, you're not. Like, she could see through all that. And the witch lady told Mulan, she said, you're going to die pretending to be something you're not. You know? And isn't that the truth? You know? If we can't let our gifts out there and let them breathe, and we can't use them, we literally will die. You know, maybe not a physical death,
right? But
maybe, I don't know, maybe over time, depression will set in. You know, we got to be free. You know, we got to be free with discipline, as Trinice was pointing out. Yes, discipline. Let's remember discipline.
I love it.
But I love that scene because they were like, the little voiceover was, you know, on the screen. I believe that was her dad's voice that was having that voiceover throughout the film. And, you know, they're like, yes, I forgot her the male name she had, but that person died and Mulan lived. And then it was on. Boy, that she came out, she had that sword. I was like, yeah, we're going to war now, baby.
The stick scene was mine.
Yes.
She was jumping up on the sticks fighting.
Yes.
Oh,
it was fantastic.
Right. And I like it even more knowing the guy was Jet Li she was trying to save.
Yeah.
You know? I was like, all
oh
right.
my gosh.
All right.
Jeez, guy.
There you go.
So they did take a little liberty there as far as so her commander and the cartoon version, the commander was the guy that they kind of liked each other. But in the live adaptation, it wasn't the commander. It was like one of her, guys.
He was her comrade.
Right.
Yeah, one of her comrades. So, but I thought it was cute. He was kind of cute and stuff. I thought it was cute. Oh, okay. Well, anyway, we'll move forward.
It's Marky Mark all over again.
Oh no, nowhere near Marky Mark. Nowhere near Mark Wahlberg. No. Not the same way.
What's wrong with Mark Wahlberg?
Nothing, exactly.
Lord, Jesus.
Hold on.
Hold on there, coming back.
Hold on.
Yes, and I love the symbolism of the phoenix. Hey,
yeah.
Therese could get on board with
Oh,
that. I
that was
love the
beautiful.
phoenix
Yeah, I
rising from
loved
the
it.
ashes.
Yes,
the
I
Phoenix.
loved it beautifully. I did. Especially at the part where, when she finally, like, okay, I'm going to embrace who I am. And as soon as she stood up and the Phoenix wings was right behind her, I said, that was perfect.
Yeah.
There you go.
Like, come on.
If I could, I would take a picture and make the screen service, but I'm understanding.
Yes.
I love
Yes.
That was beautiful.
That was
Yes, it
that
was.
a great
It
scene.
was.
And if you notice, though, like, in the cartoon Mulan, of course, the dragon was there to guide her.
Yep.
Yeah.
But in this one, it was the Phoenix, even though we didn't see the Phoenix a lot, but the Phoenix was there in the right moment.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
yes.
right.
Right moment.
Yeah.
And that's what made that Phoenix not only beautiful because of the name, but because the Phoenix was there in the right moment. I loved it.
Trinice, I have to applaud you. You're very deep. You see something beyond the mortal eye. It's awesome. It's awesome. It's awesome.
Yes, that was great. That was great.
I love it.
I tried.
Yes. Awesome. So, one thing too that I know that this film beautifully brought out was that Mulan was that person in position to bring the change, basically. Usually it's that one. We got like Martin Luther King Jr. and, Malcolm X and
Luke Skywalker.
Luke Skywalker. John F. Kennedy. We have all these great people, that come around. Because, just think about it. If she hadn't taken the chance to defy her family, just defy her culture, really in general, women wouldn't have been able to do what, she did,
And the women after her.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like, she got, she was able to be in a position of high rank. Like, once everything was done, the emperor's like, yes, I want you to serve in my army or whatnot. I was like, okay.
Yeah, that was
So
cool
somebody's got to do it. It was hard. It was hard. It was hard. But I said she was created for such a time as this, planted in position to be a secret weapon. That's what I got.
I thought it pleasantly surprised me. Because when he was like, I need you to stay, she was like, no, I must go home.
Yes.
And then when she went home, I'm like, don't end this way. And then when they came home,
yes.
There you go. There you go. Come on back.
But since you said that, so, Mulan, I just loved it. She was humble. She had humility,
Yeah.
So she turned down a high position in government to reconcile with her family first.
That's right.
That's what she did.
Yep.
And so I actually had a scripture reference there. It was Matthew 5:21 through 24. So you have heard that our ancestors were told you must not murder. If you commit murder, you are subject to judgment. So you don't even have to commit murder. It's just even if you just think about it, okay? But I say if you're even angry with someone, here's that part, you are subject to judgment. So if you call someone an idiot, you are in danger of being brought before the court. And if you curse someone, you are in danger of the fires of hell. So if you are presenting a sacrifice. And so as I was reading this scripture, it made me think of Bori Khan. So that's what was wrong with him. He wanted so much revenge. He was consumed with revenge. And it brought him to a dark place. And that's why he ended up dying in the end, right?
Yep.
That was the fires of hell.
That's what.
So if you are presenting a sacrifice at the altar in the temple, you suddenly remember that someone has something against you. So in that case, I felt like Mulan at that moment, she was like, oh man, I have this chance to be in this high position, but I got to go be reconciled back to my family first. That's what I got to do first. And that's what we got to do.
was awesome.
Yes.
It was awesome.
Yes. And then even after that, she was offered the position again.
Again.
Again. So
that's how you know you're good at what you do.
Yes. Yes. So she could flow freely in her gift. Yes, she had been reconciled.
I love it. I love it. Awesome.
Yes. Yes.
Cool.
So, Trinice, do you have anything else you wanted to weigh in on? We're gonna go ahead and wrap it up.
Yeah. What would be your GTS score on this one, there, Trinice?
I would my score.
What's you got to see it?
Okay, I would give it honestly a good 7.5.
Ooh, okay.
Normally for like I said, they did take a risk on some things by taking some out and adding some new.
Mm-hmm.
Let me actually, you know what? Let me rephrase that. I'll give it an 8. Let me take the 7.5. I'll give it an 8. I'm gonna give it an 8 mainly because of the main character who played Mulan. I felt such, I guess you say, bravery and fierceness from her. She really didn't let the opinions of others kind of weigh her down. Even though she knew, like, she had family traditions that she had to uphold, you could just tell in the film that was not what her heart desired. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But she was gonna do it. She was gonna do it anyway. But at the same time, she was still gonna find a way to be free. And mainly, and also because of the moves, the fight moves, the stunts. I loved it all.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, it was dope. It was dope. I
love
always
it.
loved the fight moves.
That was good.
Yeah, the fight moves were good.
It was.
Yes.
And I would if you're going to a movie and see a good action movie,
Okay.
I'd give it a 9.
Okay.
I would.
Okay. It was. I'm going to watch it again when we get off the broadcast.
And talking to you ladies, I feel about this big because you guys are getting female empowerment and scriptures out of the movies, and I'm freaking out about a song. So, so because of that, I think I'll just give it a 10. You know,
just gonna give it a 10.
Come for the action, stay for the Jesus.
That's good. That's good. We should put that as the tagline when we advertise this video.
That's right.
Come for the action, stay for Jesus. Okay. That's hilarious. Speaking of which, I loved. Okay, I just got to say this one more part. Okay. So y'all remember from the cartoon when the goal of all the men was to try to get up this long, it was like a long pole or something. You had to reach the top or whatnot. And so Mulan, she was able to achieve that. Now in the live adaptation, I love that it was like the top of a summit, a high place. Oh my gosh. And she made it up there. And the music, it was perfect. The Reflection song played. I was like, yes, the instrumental version played. I was finna say something. It was fantastic.
That's awesome.
It was great.
All right.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Okay. So
did
yes.
you and Trinice did y'all look up the thesaurus before you started? Because we don't usually do all this. Because you said the top of the summit. Normally we be like, hey, the top of the hill. But you talking about summits and stuff now. And she talking about cinnamon buns. What was cinnamon?
Photography.
I am outmatched. You tell me to look in the dictionary before I come next week.
Oh, next week, yeah, we're gonna have something good for you next week. It was great. You're great. But so I guess I'll give my score. Oh my gosh, you guys, I would have to give it a 9 or a 10. The only reason I'm gonna give it a 9, I'm just gonna give it a 9 because the music wasn't in there. Okay, I love the songs from the original movie. But I'm big on movie scoring, so I'm not going to lie. It really brought the film to life to me. The scoring, Robert Gregson, he's done some great works, the composer for the film. And, man, it was just fantastic. I'm trying to tell you guys, you women out there, you need to really watch this. Men, too, so you can see. Don't stifle your woman's gift.
At all. That's right.
No, really. Right. If you got a daughter, and you see something in her that's special, harness it.
That's right. Empower her chi.
Yes. Empower it. Chi.
Yes.
Not the chi, but empower it.
The chi.
No.
No.
No, just harness it. Okay. So that's what we're going to say. And, don't let it die. Don't let her die.
That's right.
Yeah. Boys and girls, though. I'll throw boys in there. But, this movie, we're talking about girls.
Yeah.
So, don't let it die.
We're boys and
Let it live. Give it life. Okay. But, yes, women, it's our time to be. It's our season. It is.
That's right.
So I think, oh my gosh, it was a fantastic movie.
Fantastic.
If I tried to keep the animation part over here, so I can really enjoy it.
Oops.
Yeah. He said, oops. All right. So, guys out there, if you guys can follow us on Instagram at What's Your Take Media. Of course, you're already on our What's Your Take page. It's for Facebook, so I'm not going to talk about that. But we also have a YouTube What's Your Take Media as well. We're going to be going live with that here. I'm looking at next week doing that. So go ahead and subscribe to that channel for us. All right. Thank you, Trinice Bowles, for bringing your expertise to the table.
Hey,
you were a delight to have on the show.
In the comments, can we put her contact info?
Sure,
Yeah.
Trinice, go ahead and do that.
Yeah, we love that.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, absolutely. I don't mind. Yeah.
Put that Agape out there, the Agape Timeless Studios. Yeah. That's what we're talking about. I just want to be clear. Okay. All right. Well,
Yeah, just call her and talk about movies.
so like we said earlier, audience, we will have more opportunities for you guys to call in as well, so we can get your take. We are, what is this? We're in November now. So we are entering the holiday season. I'm excited. I love the holidays. And so with that, we're going to do some holiday-themed movies. And so next week, we're going to start off with the infamous soul food. I'm excited.
Potatoes, tomatoes.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's going to be great. Neil Long.
That's right.
It's a great cast there. Vanessa Williams.
Yep.
Yeah, it's good stuff. So, Mama, the Boyz II Men song. Yeah, it's great. Yeah.
Is that from that movie?
Yeah, it was.
I'll be there.
Yeah. So look forward to soul fooding with me and John.
That's right.
Soul
All right.
fooding. That's what I said.
Now we're back to our language.
Yes, we are.
I love it.
It never left. All right. Well, you guys have a good night. Thank you so much. Share the video.
Please.
And if you enjoyed it. All right. Have a good one. Thank you for joining me for this week's episode of What's Your Take? You can follow me on Instagram under I Am Sarah Rosina and on Facebook at Sarah Rosina. See you next week at the same time and place.